Okay.
We're recording.
Oh. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wholehearted Living with
Valerie
and Bennie. This is the podcast of siblings that we try to do something to impart to you that's going to be advantageous to making you wholehearted. Wow. Those are a lot of words because I couldn't figure it out. And so one of us comes to the table with a topic, and it's usually a surprise, and then we discuss it. That's right. That's that.
That's right.
And so, and we got our sound guy here with us. Hello there, Igsters.
Hello.
Hello.
Iggy is a man of many words.
He does it all.
Yep.
Except this part of it.
Yeah, he doesn't do the talking part, and he does the other parts.
Except for that one time.
Except for that one
time. We did miss several. In all honesty, if you've listened to the last two podcasts, you're going to know that we were going through family stuff, and those I think they're worth listening to. Our other sister was on, and anyway, my mom is doing great. Matter of fact, she just.
In fact, we just had the follow-up and the follow-up with the neurosurgeon, and then an actual neurologist appointment yesterday, and she's healing.
Yeah.
Wonderfully. In fact,
if we could show you photos,
the words of Dr. Willis, who was one of the neurosurgeons, said she is doing amazing. Like he said, almost said, I almost feel like I'm shocked at how well her brain has. If you can just picture this, her brain, because of the hematomas on each side of the brain, almost made her brain look triangular-ish because it was pushing it in.
Probably more like a trapezoid. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just thought that'd be funny.
You know what a triangle looks like, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so not a trapezoid.
What does a trapezoid look like?
A trapezoid has like
oh, that's good for
like
podcasts.
This. No, like
that's good for a verbal medium.
Yeah.
To be
but
using
anyway,
your hands like that.
Because it was pushing in, it was putting so much pressure on each side of her brain that it kind of pushed it into a...
Not kind of.
I mean, yeah. So when they did the CAT scan yesterday to see how things progressed, it's round.
Normal.
It's round.
I mean, I don't know what normal looks like. I mean, I don't look at those all the time. But I mean, in terms of round, it totally, there doesn't, like literally, you didn't have to be a brain surgeon to see her first one and go, that's not right.
Exactly.
You knew that wasn't right. And this one, it's like, it's
her brain has, there's still a slight hematoma, but he calls it more like a bruising. And he said that whatever that blood from the bruising, quote unquote, will absorb into the brain. And so they're very happy with what.
Well, and then I think the bigger thing is, well, I mean, I don't know if I shouldn't have said it's the bigger thing. I think a huge thing is the fact that, I mean, I know people that have had many strokes and they are not walking and talking like our mom. It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, my mom's been on the podcast twice now. It's two of the best podcasts we've probably ever done. And she could have done this one. I mean, she would have had to rest for it and stuff, but I mean, she's there. You could talk to her. She doesn't slur her words. She does still, when I'm on the phone with her, you could tell she's talking intentional. She's somewhat intentional because she doesn't want to slur her words and stuff. And so
I think the only thing she's dealing with right now is, she does get tired. And I think, but it could be a combination of everything she just went through for the last couple months, but also she's 83. And I even had to remind her that yesterday when we had coffee. I said, because she goes, yeah, it just bums me out. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I got to sit down and take a little rest. I go, Mom, pre-concussion, I remember talking to you and go, oh, I get so tired lately.
Yeah.
I mean, you're 83.
Well, you're 83 years old. Well, what's funny is that I said the same thing to her. You don't know this, last night when I talked to her on the phone, and she goes, oh my gosh, Valerie just told me the same thing. Because I literally said to her, I go, Mom, you're 83 years old. And then you guys, she was in the hospital for, well, we say all this in the last episode, but for over 2 months. And it was like, No, it was about
sick for about 2 months,
7 weeks, 6.5 weeks or something like that is what she ended up being in the hospital. But a significant part of that was like traumatic. Anyway, I don't want to rehash it. You
but
heard
anyway,
that, but the
I was
point
just
is
gonna,
that she's really
doing
tired.
great. But what I was going to say was, I think the only thing she's dealing with right now is one of the medications makes her feel a little bit foggy and groggy, kind of ish, and that could actually be a reason she's feeling a little bit more tired too.
For sure.
So they did change the dosage on that, and we're hoping that helps.
Well, we're hoping that because it's all about seizures, and so we obviously don't want her to have a seizure either. It'd be better to be foggy than have a seizure,
right?
But
he felt
it'd be great if both
would.
They really put her on the high one intentionally just to make sure nothing happened.
Yeah, because they'd say, I think we talked about this on the last podcast.
Yeah,
but they do say the more seizures you have, the more seizures you have. So just stop it right away. And
so I'm going to tell you news that it's going to excite you. You're never going to stop thinking about it. It's going to be amazing to you.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Are you going to sneeze?
Yeah.
Looked like she was going to cry, didn't it? Look
I
like
was
she was going to cry.
trying to sneeze and not sneeze at the same time. I guess it went away. Go ahead.
Okay. I bought another motorcycle.
I am not excited.
I know she did. Yeah, I did. I bought a different motorcycle.
Oh, I sneezed. Finally.
Yeah, that was.
Thank you.
That's a sneeze.
No, I don't like motorcycles. So let's move on.
It's a beautiful Indian motorcycle. It's called Indian.
Oh.
That's the name brand. It's like a Harley looking thing.
Oh.
She freaked out. Did you think I was making fun of our Native American heritage?
I didn't think you were making fun of anybody, anything. You said Indian, so I just wondered what that meant. But I don't look at it. I'm not one of those people that if you say Indian, I'm like, oh my God, you're not allowed to say Indian.
It looks like a Harley kind of a bike. And so, I mean, that kind of style. And it's very pretty, but it's coming from New Hampshire.
Mm.
And
from a New Hampshire.
A New Hampshire.
It's coming from, I was going to say a different state, but it's coming from New Hampshire. And the way they do it is they wait until their truck is full before they bring all the things over here. So it could be 2-3 months before I get it.
Got it.
So, but I'm very happy. So Valerie doesn't like motorcycles if you guys didn't catch this. So
I have a question about it.
Yeah.
So if you have to wait a few months, do you start, I guess, like your monthly payments, do they start when you get the motorcycle, or do you just start now?
We paid cash, so it doesn't matter. But I think it would have started now because they would not release the bike. They would not release the bike until you pay for it. Oh, so because otherwise it's like,
so you're paying for it and you don't get it for 2 or 3 months.
I don't get it for a couple months or whatever. And they don't guarantee it. They say it could take up to 4 or 5 months. And I'm just like, well, it is what it is. Wow. It was a very good deal for the kind of bike it was, and it's really, really pretty. And like Patty keeps saying, it's your last bike, and even if it wasn't my last bike, I could sell it for a significant amount to get my last bike, so to speak. But it's weird to buy a bike that I've never ridden an Indian. I've ridden Harleys and stuff. I've ridden different bikes. I've never ridden an Indian, but I've seen a lot of them and I like it. And I've always liked it. So I always thought I wanted a Harley. And then when I saw this bike and the condition it's in and everything, I was like, ooh, I like it. It has a fob. Can you believe a motorcycle has a fob? Mm. You don't care.
I don't.
And then it has side saddlebags, and you unlock the saddlebags with the fob. I don't like
motorcycles.
Yeah.
So I don't care what it has, to be honest.
You're going to talk about clothes, and I don't care about clothes. I walk around
naked.
I'm so funny.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Oh, well, in other news,
yes.
I had to work with a student yesterday that we have who has behaviors. And initially when he started at our school.
Wait.
At school, when he
Everybody
started
has
last
behaviors.
year. No, he has, I mean, in the education world, if you hear the word behaviors, you know exactly what that means. Oh. But initially when he came last year, I thought he was on the spectrum. We all thought, oh, he's on the spectrum. He has, autism or whatever. And everybody's just like kind of trying to figure out how to work with him. And does he need an aid? And so he progressively got worse with behaviors as the year went on last year, but this year he's on fire. And so just to make a long story short, because I can't even begin to tell you everything we've dealt with on a daily basis, but yesterday in particular, they said, Mom is coming to observe him because she's gotten so many emails about what's happening. So she's going to kind of peek in on the classroom to see what he's doing. Can you work with him? I have to leave my student and go work with this kid. So anyway, I'm out there with just what he's doing PE, and just, he wouldn't even go play with the PE. This is just how bad, quote unquote, this child is. He wouldn't even go play with the kids in PE. He was doing his own thing on the side. So I'm just like, whatever, as long as he's not hurting anybody, as long as he's not, I'm just going to sit here and just kind of keep my eye on him, kind of thing. He ended up running to another PE group, taking all their jerseys and throwing them all over the place. So I finally had to intervene and go over and say, so-and-so, you're not allowed to do that. Put them down. And so then he does finally throw them all down, and the PE coach has to move the kids because he's afraid they might get hurt. And then he grabs a cone and starts taking off to the other way. And he takes it.
Is mom there watching all this?
No, because later we found out, mom, the principal said, she doesn't have to go observe PE. They're outside playing. Wait till he goes in the classroom. So mom doesn't see any of this, which I'm thinking she does, but she doesn't. So he starts digging a hole in the sand to put the cone inside. I go, that's not okay, so-and-so. I need the cone. That belongs to the PE coach. And so I go down to pick it up. He grabs a big, huge handful of sand and throws it at me. So it gets all over me, all over my clothes. It got all in the watch, my little grooves in here. It's sticking to me because it's hot outside. So I'm a little sweaty. I had boots on. It got all inside my boots. So I'm like, again, that's not okay, so-and-so. You're not allowed to throw sand at people. And then he did it again. And so I finally just backed off and just said, whatever, bury the freaking cone. I don't care. But then he starts throwing sand on all the kids' water bottles that are lined up. And so I finally just go, okay, you know what? Stand up, get out. In the meantime, the coach blows a whistle, PE's over. I'm like, okay, so-and-so, grab your water bottle. It's time to line up. He grabs his water bottle and starts walking to the line. I'm like, oh, he's listening. Look at this. No sooner I thought that, he takes off running to the first classroom that the door is open and just starts throwing everything around, taking everything off the shelves, and just like, have you ever seen movies where a guy and a girl like decide they want to have sex on the table and they just go, whoa,
yeah,
and just throw everything off the desk?
Movie? That was last night.
But no, I mean, that's what he was doing in this classroom with every single desk, every single shelf, every single book box that kids had on their desk. He would just dump them, computers. And so I have a walkie-talkie because I'm on this child, and I say, our code is MA, and then I'm in room 16. So you have the psychologist running in, the principal running in, and we turn around, we're like, where's mom? This is why she's here, to observe this behavior. Nobody could find her. And they end up finding her in the bathroom. So they were like, oh my gosh, come. By the time he got there, he was done. The kids had to be evacuated, go into another room. He was done. The psychologist is on one side. I'm on the other side of him. We got him trapped between two desks, and we're just standing there, like blocking him so he can't do anything else. And then she walks in and she sees this and just goes, what do you think you're doing? And he turned around and looked up, and the look on his face was like, what are you doing here? And this is a first grader. Okay. I'm not talking about what he's going to be like in fifth grade. But anyway, all that to say, the behavior that just happened, that I just mentioned in this classroom, has happened almost on a daily basis with the classroom that he's in, or he escapes that room and goes into another classroom. Teachers are now locking their doors. So it's just insane. So the first part of my day was...
So wait, did mom take care of it? We want to know the end.
Well, not like you'd think. She's a very gentle parenter kind of person. So it was very, very...
Mom and dad going through divorce?
Yeah, dad does not exist.
Mm-hmm.
Dad, I'm not really quite sure if he was there. I just know that he's not around at all and hasn't been around in the last couple of years, but I don't know if he was there in the beginning. But anyway, yeah. So, and the weirdest thing was the principal asked me and did he throw computers? Oh no, she said, I hope he didn't break any computers. And then the mom said, oh, did he throw a computer? And I said, oh, he threw at least 3 or 4. And then she's like, oh wow, 3 or 4. And in my mind, I was like,
one should have been
exactly,
enough.
Exactly. That's what we were all saying when we heard that. Everybody was like, why is she... Why is she talking about 3 or 4? Why 1 was enough, But and he did break one. I found out last week he threw somebody's computer down and that broke. So anyway, I don't know what's going to happen. But here's the deal. Here's the kicker. The teacher in that room had cute little ceramic skeletons and pumpkins and whatever. And he picked up one of the skeletons and he looked at it. And I was like, oh my gosh, if he drops that or throws it, it's going to shatter everywhere. I was like, but he picked it up and he stared at it and then he gently set it down on the floor. So he didn't want to put it back where it belonged. And he wanted to make sure he made a statement of this, I'm going to like, and it was like, okay, this kid knows what he's doing. This isn't about autism at this point. I mean, maybe he's on the spectrum at some point, but this is behavior. And that was what mom kept saying was, he doesn't do this at home. And I'm like, okay, well then there's a problem because he knows what he can get away with here or knows that he can try to get away with it. And,
yeah. So funny. I mean, that's why because I immediately go to a bunch of different things that are going on with this kid. But I mean, don't get me wrong, the behavior is inexcusable. But at the same time, I'm thinking there's something very deeply, missing in him. And so,
well, I mean, he's been they've had this communication for like over a year now because he was there last year when it started escalating to this kind of stuff. I mean, last year, all he did was like escape the room all the time and they had to like put a gate up so he couldn't just immediately run out. He would hide under the tables. He would push his table. Now he's throwing chairs across the room. Now he's hitting staff. Now he's spitting on staff. So it's like, I don't know if you guys remember the story back when I worked at Fern, but there was a boy, third grade boy, and he went up to hit me and I blocked him and he grabbed my thumb and pulled it back and broke my thumb. And so I'm like, okay, if they don't do something about this student now, he could end up potentially being that kind of a student. Yeah. So they need, and then mom finally said yesterday when she left the school, like, I need to look into therapy for him. I'm like, that's a really good idea.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cause, there's a whole thing called attachment theory and the long and the short of it is there's, most people, quite frankly, act out of two different emotions, and it's fear or pain and love. Those are the two things. And so like when we see a kid like this, the normal thing we go is, oh my gosh, what a ridiculous kid. And the real question is, what is he afraid of? And what is he running from? Like, what's the pain? What's going on?
Well,
because that's what's happening.
Yeah.
There's something really going on in him, which is why I said our mom and dad getting divorced because there's something in him that he is running from. So, and this is his way of getting attention. It's negative attention.
It's 100% getting attention. Yeah. And the fact that he laughs when he does things and, it's just, and the funny thing was I had to work with him last week one time and thankfully I was wearing like low shoes and he just took off running and I just took off running after him because he was running to the 5th grade classrooms and all their doors are open. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I took off running after him and I got right next to him and he goes, oh, you're fast. I go, that's right. And he just, it was just kind of funny because then he was like, oh, nobody else has been catching me.
Everybody else trips and falls.
But anyway. So.
Yeah.
So I digress. So let's chat about what I wanted to talk about for this podcast.
For God's sake, I've been waiting.
So as I mentioned before we started, I did have something else I wanted to talk about and I have all my notes on that. And then I do have a little bit of notes about today's topic because I had a conversation with somebody a few days ago and somebody else mentioned this about a month ago on one of my Instagrams, a friend I'm with on the Instagram.
On the Instagram.
So if I were to say to you, I looked at your clothing and I were to say to you, oh, that's a nice vest, but it's not your color. Like, what would you say? What would you think or say? Or how would you respond?
If it was you, or does it depend on who it is?
Maybe just anybody in general that might say, well, I like your vest, but it's not really your color.
If a stranger said it, if like somebody I really don't know very well said it, I'd probably go, I'd probably say, oh, really? Well, I like it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I would just basically
okay, pretend it's me then. Say it the same way?
I would probably say, oh, really? Why? Mm-hmm. I like this color.
Right.
I would want more information.
Okay.
And then I would also, well, if it was you, it's out of character for you to be that blunt. So that would be a little bit different too.
So if you're if you're watching Instagram or you're watching anything that is feeding your mind something and it's saying to you, if you're over 50, you shouldn't wear this color. Or if you're over 50, you shouldn't wear those clothes. You should get your colors done because if you get your colors done, you're wearing everything that will enhance your
pigment.
Yeah, your natural self or whatever. How would you feel about that?
If well, that kind of stuff would just be, I guess it depends on what I'm all in. I do like science, so there's certain things where I kind of go, okay, is there a reason for this and whatever. Clothes is a really bad example for me because you're looking at a guy who works at home in 99, if you could see under the table, I'm wearing sweatpants or shorts, and this is basically what I wear
Your uniform
every day. and so I'm so chill.
I guess
clothes isn't a great example for me.
Okay, here's the thing. Is about a month ago, I heard a girl talk on Instagram, a woman, she's 40-ish, and it's a friend of mine-ish, if you will. But
I will.
She talked about a year ago that she got her colors done. And then she goes, I won't wear this color anymore. I won't wear this color anymore. I won't wear this color anymore because I got my colors done and all my colors. These are my colors. So everything you see on me lately is going to be what I was told that my skin tone and hair are the colors I should be wearing. And then about a month ago, she got on and she started talking about how people over 50 or over, I forgot the age she said, actually, maybe 50, should not wear their eyeshadow this one particular way. They should do it this way, and you should never wear eyeliner on the bottom lid. And
this is like way too complicated.
Okay, and the reason I'm saying this is because I'm listening to her going, okay, well, I'm 60 and I still wear my eyeliner on the bottom lid. And I never had my colors done, but if somebody told me that I couldn't wear
white
this color, I'd go,
I don't care.
Exactly. So then fast forward to a few days ago, another person that I'm kind of good friends with through Instagram, we've never met in person, but she did the same thing. She goes, oh my gosh, I just got my colors done. I had to throw out half my wardrobe because I wasn't wearing the right colors, and this, that, and the other.
I'm trying to figure out when people say right, I'm trying to figure out what are they trying to achieve? Like what, by wearing the right colors, what happens?
Oh, right. That they are the best suited for your color.
Like they make you look better. You're supposed to look better and maybe look younger or something like that.
And I remember a long time ago, I think I still lived at home. Mom got her colors done.
Really?
And they told her that she shouldn't wear black. And then I just remember thinking, I mean, not that she wore black a lot, but when she does wear black, I think she looks stunning.
Yeah.
Because she's got the black and white salty hair. Now it's all mostly white. But I just thought she looked stunning with it. She goes, oh, they told me I shouldn't wear black anymore. I should wear. And that's why she started going more with the jade tone color. I mean, the jewel tone colors, like the greens and the purples and the. But anyway. So it got me to thinking, because she told me, we were messaging back and forth about it, this girl and I, a few days ago, and she's like, you should really get your colors done because it's just, it helps you shop. It blah, 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 blah. I don't know if she's trying to sell me on the girl that got her colors done because you got to pay for it. But it just got me to thinking, going, you know what? I'm not saying I'm not a rule follower, because I do follow. I know rules are there to be in place, but also don't tell me if I feel good in wearing beige or off-white, whatever I'm wearing right now, then
I'm going to wear it.
Then I'm going to wear it.
Well, that's what
even if it's not my color.
Okay, here's a funny story. You know what story I'm going to say, right, Patty? Oh, yeah, she does. As soon as I start it. We went out to go get shoes for Carla one time. This is before we were married. And I don't know why I was there. I guess I just want to be with Patty all the time. And so because we went shoe shopping for her mom.
For you. Yeah.
Yeah. So which I hate shopping in general, right? And so I'm doing whatever I'm doing, and then they're shopping, and then it was the most bizarre thing because Carla said, "Oh, I really like these shoes," and da 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 da, and then she goes, "Oh, but." And she was going to go back to Missouri because we were in Hawaii, and she's like, oh, but it's going to be October. And they both looked at each other and went, oh yeah.
Oh,
and I went, I don't understand. I was so very confused. And they go, well, you can't wear. They were white, and they said you can't wear white after Labor Day.
I do not follow
They said
either.
You can't wear white after Labor Day, and I go, who says?
Yes.
And they go, it's just a rule. You can't do it. And I was like, yes, you can.
Yeah.
I go, I know that you can because I've worn white. Nothing happened. I didn't melt. I didn't. The salt didn't happen. It was like nothing happened. I was totally fine.
I remember wearing, this was at the other school, I remember wearing white pants and they go, oh, you're wearing white. And I go, I know, it's a bad idea because I'm working with kids. That's what I thought they meant. And they go, it's after Labor Day. And I was like, oh God, do people really follow that rule?
I know. I thought that was
so bizarre. If I want to wear white, I'm going to wear white.
You're as good as dead. So no, it's just, it really shocked me. I was totally shocked that you could follow rules like that. So let's just get it off of clothing and get it onto anything.
Well, that's my point. It's like, I just started thinking about it. I was really thinking about it a long time because she and I had this lengthy conversation over it. We kept voice messaging each other back and forth. And I was like, at the end of the day, I want to wear what I feel good in. I want to do my makeup the way I feel. I not necessarily look the best because maybe somebody else can do a better job. I don't know, but I feel good about how I do it. Somebody said one time, the one girl about the makeup, she's like, nobody should be wearing black mascara. Everybody should be wearing dark brown or brown. Nobody should wear black mascara. Yeah. And I said, I took that to heart. I went and got dark brown mascara. I put it on. I go, this looks ridiculous on me. It makes my eyelashes look lighter. Therefore, I have black eyelashes. So why would I not wear black mascara? So that was, so anyway.
If any of that made sense to me, I would be like all for it. I have no idea what were you.
I'm just saying it's just weird to me that there are rules and.
But so here's what I would say. I think you're very confident in the way you look. You're very confident in what you like, and you're super confident in all those things. So is Mom, by the way. So it's that's why I was like, when you said Mom got her colors done, I mean, I'm wondering what force of nature made that happen.
Again, it was so long.
Yeah, and then not only that though, is I bet you she did wear black because because I just know Mom, and she'd say bite me. She just wouldn't. That's just not who she just wouldn't even. I guarantee you, she wouldn't be thinking about that right now.
If you ask her today, if you said, Mom, do you wear the colors? I think she'll remember that she got her colors done. And I think she's always stuck with those very colors.
In general.
Yeah.
Well, and so this is the thing that I would say. So for a person like me who has no idea what I should be wearing, I just pick things off the shelf and I have no...
You just want clothes on your body.
So I just seriously want clothes on my body. I would like it. I love the true classics because they still show that you have muscles on your arms, but they don't show the boobs. So and so I like because otherwise, if you either protect your boobs,
I could hide my boobs.
But you either have maybe they have true classic for women, but if they had but all I know is that there's certain things that I like. And I just pull it off of the shelf and I like it. Now, if I had somebody who was like quote unquote professional, and I know they have those things which I can't afford, nor would I ever afford, because I keep the same clothes till Jesus comes. I'll see pictures of me and I'm like, oh my God, that was 10 years ago and I'm still wearing that shirt.
Yeah.
And so, but here's the thing is that if I had somebody, an expert who could help me with knowing those things, because I'm so not, it would help me with trying to figure out, okay, well, maybe this would be a good idea. Maybe this. On the other hand, if they said, oh, you know what, you would be great for, I don't know, I'm going to make it up, plaid and, whatever. I'd be like, oh yeah, you suck. You're fired. Because I don't care if that's a good color for me. I'm not wearing it.
Yeah.
It's just not what I'm going to do. And so for me, I think it could be helpful for some people to feel like, but otherwise what they're really trying to do is they're trying to fit into a group of people that obviously don't care all that much about them because they're all going to be homogeneous. They're all going to look the same because they're all doing the same thing.
And that's my point with even bringing this up for wholehearted living, because I just started thinking like, if it's not authentic, if you get your colors done and you like everything that they've said that you should wear, because I know my friend, the other one I talked to the other day, she was just like, it really bummed me out that I had to give up army green. Do you know how much I love army green and I wear it? I had to throw away so many clothes. I donated so many things. I'm like,
oh God,
if you want to wear army green, why don't you wear army green? Yeah. It's not that big of a deal.
No, it's not a big deal at all. At all.
So in terms of like wholehearted living, I just, a couple points that I put out were, and this is clothes kind of specific, it's just like wear what you feel good in. Wear what makes you feel happy. If it's red and red is not your color, but you love wearing red and it makes you feel happy and it brings you joy, wear red.
Yeah. And this time of year, absolutely wear red. Chiefs red. By the way, did you notice that the Chiefs are playing better?
Okay. Also, the number 2 is a lot of times I have looked at myself and said, I'm 60. Should I wear this? Now, I'm not saying I'm wearing like a crop top. And
I did see you walking around in a crop top the other day.
But sometimes I think, am I trying to dress younger than what I am? And I'll even ask Peter, does this look okay? Or is it just like I'm trying to dress younger than I am? And he's like, I think you look great. If you think you look fine, if you think you look great, if you feel good in it, wear it.
Yeah.
If it's bringing you hesitation and you're going to be self-conscious, then maybe you should change it. And so in my mind, I'm like, okay, I feel great. I like how I feel. I like what, so you don't, just because somebody says, oh, you shouldn't wear that if you're over 60, but if you feel good in it, and you look and you can wear it.
Yeah.
I think some people shouldn't wear certain things because their body shouldn't wear certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, you definitely seen people that wearing certain kind of stretch pants or certain kinds of things, both men and women, and you're going, Tom Selleck shorts are no longer fashionable, you know, or maybe they are now. Who knows? They might have come back.
The dolphin shorts.
The dolphin shorts, and or the suits that what was their names? The guys in Florida. Remember the two
Miami Vice
guys? You remember?
But I mean,
here's where I want to get at to like, because I'll even go a step further. I think there's a lot of times that we are doing things based on rules that somebody else has made for us that has nothing to do with reality and true living authentically.
Right.
And a matter of fact, it could be preventing you from becoming who you're supposed to be because you're living by these rules that don't exist. Yeah.
Exactly. And then that's really what I'm trying to get at, because and I wrote this, that to choose freedom over approval.
Yeah.
Like, choose you.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't need to worry about if somebody else approves of what you're wearing or how you do your hair or what your makeup looks like. If it makes, and the funny thing is this conversation with this girl, and she goes, well, some girls are walking around with blue eyeshadow like it's in the 70s. And I go, well, yeah, to me that looks weird. But if they feel good like that, who cares?
Why do you care?
Exactly.
I don't understand. That's the thing that's weird is that I don't, I definitely judge people for, I don't like that word, but I definitely look at people and said, ooh, that's odd. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I'm like, so how does it affect my life that they're dressed like that? It doesn't. And quite frankly, whoever their friends are either like the way that person is because they're quirky or whatever they are, or they're like them too. Mm-hmm. They found each other, and so it's like they're going to be connected.
I've seen girls playing volleyball when we used to ride our bikes on the beach all the time during the summertime, and they're probably I don't know. I can't even say how much they might weigh, but I mean, they probably shouldn't be wearing the thong bathing suit.
No, right.
And you're just like, and part of me is like, oh gosh, but then you're like, well, if she's confident in it, whatever. I mean, that's her business, not mine.
Because we walk early in the morning, and we've seen people do that as well. And it's like some people you're like, yeah, they have a swimmer's body, and you could totally get it. And then there's other people that you're going, that's interesting, but I'm like, how they're so confident and they're just like it. And what's really interesting is they're just playing volleyball. Yeah. And in my mind, I mean, I don't know that they're really trying to make a statement. It's just what they're doing. I mean, I'm not going to wear it.
Right. But that's exactly it. It's like, well, I wouldn't wear that. I wouldn't feel comfortable wearing that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, well, they probably just wanted their whole body to be tanned.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's easier to play because I don't know about a G-string, but I mean, because sometimes they're not even wearing G-string. It's just they're just showing a lot of their beep.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But, anyway.
Iggy, what do you think? Have you worn a G-string lately? Remember, you're married to my daughter. Just a friend. Iggy's watching the World Series. Are we losing? Oh
no. Well, anyway, we'll just sum it up with just saying, you know what? if you've ever been in the place where you're thinking, oh gosh, I probably shouldn't wear my hair like that. Oh, I shouldn't wear that. I shouldn't do my, makeup like this anymore. It's like, if it brings you joy, you do you.
Yeah. Ask yourself who is telling, like, what's the story that you're telling yourself, and who is the person that's saying you shouldn't do that? Because the truth of the matter is that it's.
I mean, I don't even feel, I knew a couple many, 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 many years ago where the husband would criticize, I don't think of the word, like set rules on what his wife could wear. And, I just remember being there, and he's like, you can't wear that. And she's like, why? I like it. It's cute. And he's like, no, you're not going out of the house like this. And literally there was nothing wrong with it, but he had that control of her, and it was just like, ooh, gosh, you know? So
if you're that couple, contact me at BennieGonzalez@mft.com, because that's another thing.
No, but I just feel like, live your life, live how you feel, live the way that, whatever brings you joy, whatever that means. And don't follow the set of rules that are just randomly put out there for everybody.
What? Can we go for just one more second?
Yeah.
Do you know the church? One thing that happens too. Now you're talking about Instagram and the influence of society and influencers and so on and so forth, which is absolutely true in our day and age. It's a huge thing. The church is another place where we get this kind of stuff, and we interpret things in a way that we think all of a sudden now I can't do that, or I shouldn't do that, I hate the word I shouldn't. I hate the shoulds too. I should do this, or I should do that. It's really just about setting your goals, making choices, and then following them through. Now, if you're going to hurt other people or even hurt yourself, then those are bad things. But I think sometimes we place on ourselves things that nobody else is placing on us, but we are looking at the world, and maybe we're looking at this Instagram stranger telling you what you should wear or what you should do. And all of a sudden you make a decision that this is what I need to, this is how I need to act. And what ends up happening is that it really can hurt yourself, especially if that's not you. If you can't fit into that box, now you're hurt.
That's exactly it. And I think I didn't get through all my 5 because you interrupted me, but no, but that's one of the things is like, you have to be authentically you know, and if you're going to try to fit into the box of what people think you should be doing at the certain age or whatever it is, then it's not you if you're not feeling good in that place.
That's right.
And even with my gray hair, we've talked about this many times, but I've gotten more compliments with it now than I ever have in my entire life with my hair. Nobody ever complimented my hair. But in the very beginning, when people saw I was going gray, it was more like, well, why are you doing that? Why do you want to look older? Like, well, I don't necessarily want to look older. I just don't want to dye my hair, you know? And so, but if I had listened to
I would dye the mustache, though. I think the gray on the mustache.
I just think if I had listened to everybody that said, oh, you should just keep dyeing it, or, whatever, I would be living by everybody else's standards, but what I wanted for myself.
And you would be frustrated.
Yes,
and you would be
exactly.
bummed. Yeah, that's right. So, good.
So,
I really like this topic. It's a great topic.
All right, good.
Yeah, so folks, I hope you enjoyed it. Please send us some comments. You can get us on YouTube as well as on Spotify at wholehearted_living_podcast. And so we'd love to hear from you. Igsters, thank you for keeping us in sound. Oh, that was Instagram. Sorry. So
you was like Spotify.
Spotify. No, I just meant our podcast is called Wholehearted Living, which you probably already know that because you're listening to it. So that's stupid.
Yeah. And welcome back. And
we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back. So thank you, Valerie Bennie.
All right. Thank you, Bennie Ray. And thank you, Iggy Meister.
Okay. All right, guys. Until next week.
Have a great week. Bye.
Ciao.